Let me remove this, put it here. Technical analysis doesn't matter anymore. Are we live? Are we live? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hear me? All right, you guys could hear me. Let's share this on Discord real quick. Discord. Guys, what is your Discord username? I want to know what everyone's Discord username is because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I know you guys. So make sure you guys drop your Discord username. Let me just share this on Twitter real quick. All right, guys. Financial markets are absolutely nuking right now. I mean, let's add gold to the chart, I guess. Not USDT. We're just gonna add gold actually. Um, gold is okay. I think silver is absolutely tanking right now. Down 12%. What's really interesting, guys, is XRP is absolutely nuking. We did see that wig get filled on XRP, so I might take along on XRP right now. Let me just bring XRP to the upside. XRP looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I could potentially take it long on XRP. Let's have a look. Let's see if we could, because what happened with Dogecoin last time is that I'm gonna go ahead and do low leverage. But pretty much what happened with Doge is that I'm gonna do like 5x. I'm for 5x. I'm not gonna do more than that. How big is that position? 21. Yeah, so pretty much once Doge filled the wick, right here on 1010, I mean, we saw a bounce, and it wasn't the biggest bounce, obviously. It was a pretty small bounce. Tomorrow, Iran and America also meet mile to go to 28K. Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Let's have a look at the thing. Dump it. Hello. What's up, everyone? First of all, if you guys have not liked this stream, make sure you guys like this stream. Maybe we're gonna smoke a cigar. Who knows? If you guys want to smoke, obviously, feel free to do so. Let's all hang out. Let's chill. The market is absolutely brutal right now. I'm gonna be showing a few graphs. First of all, I think that China is doing this, okay? Or I think China started this, because if we have a look right here at Bitcoin and we just have a look at some of the history on BTC, this whole thing started, by the way, when Trump pretty much announced the tariffs right here. So when Trump announced a tariff right here, okay, so let me just draw this for you guys, okay? Right here, Trump announced 100% tariff on China. Bitcoin nukes from $123,000 to as low as $100,000, $23,000 wipeout, and everything pretty much gets destroyed, right? Um, and wait, let me just do this 1 second. And everything pretty much gets destroyed, right? So this was the tariffs right here, tariffs, and China was like, you know what, Trump wants to play this game. He wants to play this ball game. We're just gonna go ahead and nuke the market. Now, what happened right here? What happened right here? Trump threatens Canada. Okay, around this time, Trump threatens Canada that if they put tariffs or if they do a trade deal with China, then what's gonna happen is that Trump was gonna do a big tariff on Canada worth 100%. Okay, guys, we have 12 people on here. Make sure you guys like the live. We only have 2 likes on here. I think we get more than 2 likes. Okay, so this was the first tariff right here, 100% tariff on China. Okay, and then we have 100% tariff on Canada. It wasn't actually right here. It was like more right here. Okay. This is when pretty much Trump announced the tariffs on Canada. Okay, he said if you do a trade deal with China, you will see I will nuke you. I will destroy you, China. I will essentially, or Canada, I will punish you if you do a trade deal. And then what happens after that? Bitcoin drops all the way from $90,000, $91,000, all the way to $67,700. Okay, now where is the bottom for this? Where the fuck is the bottom for this? If we have a look right here at the 1 hour time frame, I mean, you guys can see that there's not any crazy. I mean, Bitcoin is just it's a death spiral. If we have a look right here at the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is doing some sort of bounce. Okay, now let's have a look right here at the 2 day time frame real quick. Okay, just to give you guys an example, or actually, let's pull out the weekly on what could potentially happen and what usually does happen in the S&P 500. Okay, we know that the S&P 500 always comes back 50%. Okay, now if this does happen, then we could see a potential bottom for Bitcoin, and we could potentially calculate the bottom for Bitcoin. But you guys can see right here that from the bottom, this was the COVID dump, all the way to as high 4,800. We saw a rebound or a retest at $3,500, and that was a 50% retest, right? So we know that we always have these 50% retests, always. If we have a look right here from the bottom of 2022 to the top of 2025, we had a crazy V recovery shape. What happened? Retest on the 50%. The S&P 500 came down 4,784 before having a crazy V recovery shape. Okay, so right here. Okay, let me just draw this for you guys. Okay, this was the bottom every single time, and I could keep drawing these lines, by the way, um, obviously, but these yellow lines, this is where the bottom was. Okay, this was the bottom on the S&P 500 the first time. Right here. Sorry, right here. Okay, um, if we have a look right here and do another Fibonacci retracement from the bottom to the top, the bottom of the S&P 500 should be at $5,900, assuming that this is a top. Okay, assuming that this is a top, this is the bottom for the S&P 500. It should be this. Okay, now that is approximately from the top here. Let's calculate from the top to the bottom. I mean, we're looking roughly at a 15% dump, okay, or a 15% correction on the S&P 500. I mean, this one right here was approximately 22%, and then we had one right here that was approximately 26%. So the corrections are going to get less and less aggressive, okay? So we had the 50% retrace right here, okay? Boom, 50% retrace. We had another 50% retrace right here. And then, of course, for the S&P 500, I am looking for another 50% retrace right here. Now, from this bottom to the top, I don't know if this was a bottom or not. Yes, I can't really, there's not really enough history. I mean, because this is a future chart, but you guys can see the past 2 times we always came back down and retested the 50% on the S&P 500, even maybe on the daily time frame. If I bring this to the downside, to the upside, we even came back down. This short correction on the weekly time frame was in fact a 50% retracement. Okay, so right now, approximately at the moment, every 1% that Bitcoin loses, or every 1% in the stock market loses, Bitcoin loses approximately 2%, 6 or 7%, or even 8%. Okay. So let's do a calculation right here. If the stock market, okay, is currently down right now, 3%. Okay. If the stock market comes down 15%, you could expect Bitcoin to crash even more. And let's just do some calculation right here. Let's put the calculator right here, actually. Why is this not working? Um, all right, so we're gonna do 15% right here, or 15 times 7.5, because this is what it's been doing. That's approximately 112%, but Bitcoin's not really going to 112. It can't really lose 112%. So let's just do like 4%, because I think this is on average, that's what Bitcoin has been doing. Okay, so 15 times 3, we're looking roughly at 45%, 4%. Bitcoin, in my opinion, could fall another 45% from here. Okay. From here, Bitcoin could fall another 45%, because guess what? When the tariffs happen on China right here, the stock market didn't dump, right? The stock market did dump. But as soon as the stock market started to correct right now, this is when essentially crypto started to dump. So 45% from here would bring Bitcoin to approximately right here. It would bring Bitcoin to $36,000, and I've been calling $37,000. Okay, so I think that 37K for BTC is most likely the bottom. It's this wick right here. We do have some pretty interesting levels right here. We also took off a massive support level. I mean, this is a free fall. It's like falling off a fucking cliff right here. I mean, this is a free fall, guys. I don't even know what to say. And of course, on the total market cap, God Lord, if we end the fucking weekly time frame right here below 2.24, I think this is over, guys. Below 2.31, if the total market cap, okay, currently sitting at 1.26 trillion. If the total closes around this level, I think it's game over for BTC. I think altcoins are going to nuke. Bitcoin is going straight to like 30K, 35K, and it's pretty much all over. Okay. So this is what I'm looking for. Now, of course, the Fibonacci retracement, I believe they don't really work so well on Bitcoin because you guys can see 50% retracement didn't really quite happen. We're way below the 50% retracement. So this works well on on the stock market. It doesn't really work well on the crypto market because everything is led by the stock market. So right now the stock market is not looking so good. This has been the top for the second week now on the stock market. Pretty strong resistance. We're most likely going to see, guys, a correction on the stock market to 5,922. We saw it multiple times right here, and we're most likely going to see it again. Um, let's see how my XRP trade is doing. I'm down. That's great. 5%. Great. I'm down 5%. Yay. This market literally shows no sign of rebound. But let's have a look, guys. If you guys want to sign up with BYDFi, by the way, they're a pretty good exchange. They're backed by Bybit. This is probably the time to essentially use some bonuses. If you deposit $20,000, you get a $2,000 bonus. I don't know where else you're gonna get that, especially in this bear market. And you could use that $2,000 without risking the $20,000 on anything else. So if you don't want to risk your own money and you want to risk the exchange money, you could essentially go ahead and do so. So check in BYDFi. Link will be in the description below. And by the way, whoever signs up with my link does get a big discount. Okay, so if you want a big discount and you want cheap fees, I will hook you up with it. So let's have a look, guys. Bitcoin is just looking pretty ugly. I mean, every single pump is, it's just led by dumb guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Maybe on the 5 minute time frame, we have some sort of, bullish divergence. Now, will there be a bounce? I know a lot of you guys are asking regarding a bounce, or is there going to be a bounce on Bitcoin? If we have a look right here at the stock RSI, listen, we are seeing a bullish divergence, okay? But in my opinion, guys, TA doesn't really matter. Like yes, we have the bullish divergence on the 5 minute time frame. Crypto's looking okay, or it's not looking okay. Like this pattern or this analysis is looking good. This is a textbook bullish divergence, but in my opinion, guys, like until Trump removes tariffs from China or until Trump like look at that, we can't even hold a green candle or until like Trump leaves office, I just don't see the market recovering. Like I know it might seem very bearish of me, but I just don't know what else to say. XRP is not looking good. I did take a long on XRP, but the only reason why I took a long on XRP is because this wick has been filled right here from 1010. Okay, this is the October 10th wick right here. And I mean that's the only reason why I pretty much XRP fucking nuked like 60% in literally 2 hours. Insane. I took a long right here on XRP. I don't know how high we go. I'm currently down 3.9%. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I mean, guys, like AVAX, all that shit doesn't really matter. I mean, AVAX is filling the wick as well. I don't know how high AVAX goes. I mean, this was a massive breakdown right here on AVAX. I actually thought that we are gonna have the break to the upside. When you have a massive consolidation like this, I mean, we usually have a massive break to the upside. But guess what? We essentially nuked. Why? China. This is a pretty big level for AVAX, guys, and probably the most important one. This is probably going to dictate, whether AVAX is alive or not. In my opinion, if AVAX breaks this, it's bye bye. If AVAX breaks this, guys, it's GG, game over. AVAX is done, and I mean, it's just not going to recover ever again because look at that. We saw a few bounces. Okay, this was a pretty big bounce. Obviously, this was 1010 right here. This was end of the bear market, and then of course this was at the launch, beginning of the last bull cycle right here. Okay, so this is a pretty interesting bounce for AVAX. Okay, if AVAX and I mean look at the RSI. I'm not saying that the RSI means something. The RSI, in my opinion, doesn't mean shit. Okay. But we saw, I mean, this is like one of the lowest AVAX has been. Okay. I mean, we have not been this low since 2023 right here. And I mean, it keeps on making lower lows on the stochastic RSI, right? If we don't see a bounce here on AVAX, guys, I think it's bye bye. I think it's bye bye for AVAX. I just don't know what else to say. I mean, I mean, I just don't know. I really, really, really don't know what else to say. I mean, at the end of the day, all these altcoins are going to essentially follow Bitcoin. And as long as Bitcoin keeps on tanking, all these altcoins are going to keep on tanking. Um, guys, I truly, truly, truly don't know if we're gonna see a bounce here. I just don't know. We might see AVAX come down to as low as $2.07, 70 cents. I mean, this could be one of the greatest crash in history. And then if we do come down, like, listen, guys, if AVAX breaks this level right here, it's a free fall. If it's a free fall to 2.65, in my opinion. I mean, AVAX is gonna nuke like AVAX is going to nuke 66%. I mean, I don't know what else to say. AVAX is, listen, is it a good time to buy? You could definitely try to buy AVAX here, but as soon as we slip below this level, we come back, retest, and then it's goodbye, in my opinion. Pengu, I mean, I could have a look at Pengu. Pengu's disgusting. Also coming back down and filling the wick. Massive V recovery shape, massive dump, like I said, guys, and all the fucking analysis, right here, 1010. What happened on October 10th? Crypto decided to nuke. Crypto decided to get destroyed. But by the way, guys, if you deposit money on BYDFi, $1,000, let's say, you get $200 bonus, or 5,000, you get a $500 bonus. You could use that bonus to leverage your trade. Okay, so you deposit $500, you get $500 in futures, and you could max long like 100x, and then you get to keep the profit. So no exchanges, pretty much lets you do that. But anyways, let's have a look right here at BTC. BTC is looking a little bit shaky, but let's have a look right here at the support levels on Bitcoin. Yeah, listen, let's have a look at ETH real quick. ETH is also very, very, very ETH is cooked, in my opinion. Um, we had the first bounce right here on Ethereum, on the weekly time frame. We had a rejection right here. We had a rebound right here on ETH, rejection, consolidation. We had multiple rebounds right here. We had another one right here. And then guess what happens? Free fall. Bang, free fall. Maybe Ethereum comes back down and retests this trend line. I don't know. Like I said, technical analysis doesn't matter anymore in crypto. I think everything is going to shit, in my personal opinion. I think everything is going to go to crash. Everything is going to go to zero. But we're just gonna have to see it day by day and week by week on how this unfolds. But things are not looking so great right now. Let's have a look right here on my XRP trade. We're down a little bit, 2.78%, nothing too crazy. Guys, crypto's nuking. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I truly, truly don't know what to tell you guys. It's sad. It's very sad that crypto is destroying. I mean, Trump comes into an office. I believe it was 2025. Trump comes into office right here. Market nukes. We have a little bit of a bull market, but other than that, everything gets wiped. Everything gets destroyed. We also had a massive, massive, bearish divergence the same way right here. And it's just funny that the 1010 or everything that happened. By the way, this is very, very different from previous bull market, because previous bull market we had a peak and then a nuke. Here we had a peak, but we consolidated. We consolidated for like 2 months, even two. We consolidated for 3 freaking months. We consolidated right here for 3 months. Okay, so it's very, very different. In this bull market right here, we didn't consolidate for 3 months. We made an all-time high. Boom. The next day, bear market started. Here, after we made an all-time high, we essentially consolidated, consolidated, consolidated. So we're gonna have to see how this unfolds in the next few weeks. But yeah, it's not looking nice. It's not looking pleasant. It's a daunting market, is what it is. It's tiring. It's daunting. If we have a look right here at the daily time frame, BTC absolutely nuking right now. No chance. I mean, this thing, everything is just in red since $88,000. No, no, no V, no recovery, no nothing. Maybe we get a same pattern that we got right here. Maybe we get something like that happening, a nice little bear flag, or another bear flag, kind of how we saw right here. We nuked, consolidated. Everyone thought, oh, it's the beginning of the bull market. I think the same thing happens right here, where we're slowly gonna go up before essentially nuking again. Unfortunately, this is the truth, guys. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Silver is looking bad as well. I mean, silver's tanking, gold is tanking. Um, Everything is just pretty much falling apart. Pepe is down 12%. Pretty much all the gains that Pepe did. Um, wow, that's actually sad. Yeah, all the gains that Pepe did right here. So when you guys can see Pepe, it pretty much exploded 100% from the bottom. All the gains were wiped out. So we saw a massive, massive pump on Pepe. We saw 4 candles. And realistically, when you see this going up, you're like, okay, we have an elevator up, stairs down, elevator up, but the stairs kept on going down. So this is how you know you're in a bear market. This was just a trap right here, unfortunately. Kind of like how we saw right here and how we saw right here and how we saw right here. Everything is just a fucking trap in this fucking crypto market. Things can just stay steady. We also broke a massive, massive, massive consolidation phase right here on Pepe. So honestly, I thought that we were gonna come back. When I saw Pepe break above this level on the weekly, I was like, you know what, game on. Pepe is gonna explode. That's it. But of course, what a lot of people didn't see is that this was just, I guess, a rejection from this downwards trend, and now Pepe is about to make an all-time low since 2024. Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing else much to see, guys. Nothing else much to say. You do have Aster. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Aster, Aster, Aster is going to be big. Aster is going to explode. Aster this, Aster that. Listen, the chart on Aster, it does deserve a rebound on the daily time frame. I'm not going to lie. It deserves a rebound. Aster deserves a rebound, especially with, perps, Dex perp essentially going up. It does deserve a rebound. Don't get me wrong. I think it does deserve a rebound. The thing is, how high is this thing going and where is this going? Like, are we gonna pump? Are we gonna break out? Like, me personally, I don't know. I personally don't know how high this is gonna go. Um, I was big on hyperliquid, but hyperliquid, it looks like it's just like being, I don't want to say confused, but it looks like it's having a lot of trouble with Bitcoin going down, and it can't keep up. The sellers can't keep up. The bots, the algo bots can't keep up, and it's just causing a big, big, big fucking chaos. Solana, I don't know where Solana bottom is, guys. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't think you guys should leverage trade Solana. I think that Solana could come down to $25. Right here. I think this is going to be the bottom for Solana. And that's so funny. That's fucked, honestly. Yeah, guys, I think this is the bottom for Sol. $24. This is gonna be max pain. We're free falling right now. There's no support, no nothing. Solana's gonna crash 70%. And then maybe in the next bull market we could hit like 345 or 450 or something like that, which is an 18x return. Which is not bad. It's pretty freaking good. Very sad. Fucking shit show, guys. Fucking shit show, man. I don't even know what to say. I don't even think I don't even think in the last bear market this we saw something this bad happening. Like in the last bull market, we saw a nice little rebound of 46%. That was the rebound we saw. The rebound we saw right here was like 20%. It was nothing. We saw a nice little rebound on last bull market worth 40%. So I was expecting Bitcoin to Not go back to all-time highs, but at least go back and retest 105K. But yeah, I mean, it's disgusting. What can I say, fam? It's truly, truly disgusting. Let's see what X is saying about this. Buying 2 million of Bitcoin at $67,000. Did Andrew Tate really say that? Right here. This was, yeah, we're way below six. That's so funny. We're way below 67K right now. Listen, S&P 500 guys, this is the chart you want to be looking at in my opinion. Bitcoin is just going to keep on copying the S&P 500, and you guys can see right here, like, we're just nuking on the S&P. Like, yeah, we have a recovery nuke. We still didn't recover whatever we saw right here. We still didn't recover that. Tomorrow, Iran and USA will meet. It could be good for crypto. I don't think that anything good is going to come out of that, in my opinion. I truly don't think anything good is going to come out of that. Let's have a look at, Iran. Let's see if there's a potential strike happening. Yeah, there's no potential strike happening, but I don't think this has to do with US and Iran, in my opinion. This has to do mostly with China. I really truly believe that China is dumping a shit ton of Bitcoin to get back for Trump's tariffs, because China knows that you have Michael Saylor, you have all these people, you have Tom Lee, you have all these people really like heavily invested into crypto, and you have all these big guys losing. Like Tom Lee's down $7 billion, Michael Saylor is down like, I don't know, fucking $9 billion, right? I'm trying to cut my cigar. 1 second. Guys, we're gonna smoke a cigar. We got a Padron right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's a very sad day. So we're gonna smoke a Padron. Um it's funny because I don't smoke a lot of, like, I used to smoke a lot of cigars, but I told myself I would only smoke um when something good happens. But right now I want to smoke with you guys. I'm gonna smoke with you guys right now. This is a pretty good. It's a 19. It's an anniversary one, 1964. It's a cute cigar. It's not an expensive cigar, but it's probably one of my favorites. Like like Padron is a good brand. It's not like it's one of the best cigar brands in my opinion. It's not like a cheap cigar, but it's also not a super expensive cigar. I don't know if y'all can see this. I like to toast the outer so it gets a nice even burn. All right. So we got the cigar out. I could go for one for those right now. Get off my mind off the bloody crypto. Honestly, grab a cigar and smoke with me, man. Smoke with me, chill, relax, and yeah, just light it up, man. Just fucking do it. In my opinion, I would do it if I were you. Cigarette, like I would smoke a cigarette, but I don't smoke indoors cigarettes. I'll smoke a cigar indoors. I won't smoke a cigarette indoors because cigarette is just, there's chemicals. This is 100% natural tobacco. And even though I don't know, it smells more pleasant, I guess, but yeah, I like natural tobacco cigarette. If I need a quick rush, if I'm stressed on the moment, I'll take it. But guys, S&P 500 right now is currently dumping. This is a 3 minute time frame. It's going down. We know what happens next on PTC. Bitcoin is going to go down. We know that every percent that S&P 500 dumps, that's what happens to Bitcoin. We got like a look. The S&P 500 not even freaking down 1%, and Bitcoin is already down freaking 9%. It's ridiculous, honestly. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, guys. This chart is disgusting. I don't know. Like, we could look at. Let's have a look right here at Poly Market real quick. See, like, I feel like you could do better trades on, the monthly, on the weekly, on Poly Market. Like, you guys can see it right here. Um, what price will Bitcoin hit in February? I think there's like better chances for you to make money off this than trading, in my opinion. Look, like you have a 8% chance for Bitcoin to hit 90K. Listen, I think that the relief bounce in the bear market is going to be 90K. So listen, $100 gets you, it gets you a 10x return. Okay. And you don't have to risk, you don't have to get liquidated or anything like that. So it's pretty good. I think 85K is for sure happening in February. I mean, look at this, guys. You put in $500, $2,700. The thing is that like you do have to wait until the end of February for it to, or not until the end, but you do have to wait, unfortunately, which is a little bit annoying. And then you got these levels right here, which wow, 3%. Look at that, guys. There's a higher chance for Bitcoin to hit 35K than freaking 100K. That is absurd. That is absurd, guys. If you guys have not liked this, make sure you guys like the video. Um, XRP, I'm getting cooked. $1,600 down 7.48%. Bitcoin just made a new low, guys. It's just gonna keep on making all-time lows, all-time lows, all-time lows. This is a new low of the day already. Look at that. And of course, S&P 500, S&P 500 not really doing much, but as long as the S&P 500 is red, Bitcoin is gonna keep on being red. Solana keeps on nuking. BTC, look at that. Look at that ugly candle. And the hourly ends in 3 minutes. The Bitcoin hourly is ending in 3 minutes, guys. I mean, look how ugly this hourly is. I mean, you won't have more. This chart is so ugly. God, Lord, man. God help us. 66,300. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. Like I don't know what else is. This market's disgusting. Like I feel sorry for myself. I feel sorry for everyone who's in it, but I don't even know what to say. Let's have a look right here on the 1 minute time frame. Like S&P 500. You know what's funny? I made a tweet about this earlier. Here, let's have a look right here on the tweet. This is the tweet I made. Warning, payment failed. Please urgently update your payment method before you lose your subscription benefit. Please urgently, who are you to tell me to update my freaking billing? Anyways, I made a tweet right here. I said how crypto works 101. Gold goes up, Bitcoin stabilizes. S&P 500 goes up, Bitcoin stabilizes. Gold and silver goes down, Bitcoin nukes. S&P 500 goes down, Bitcoin nukes. Dollar goes down, Bitcoin stabilizes. Dollar goes up, Bitcoin nukes. S&P 500 goes up, gold is down, Bitcoin nukes. S&P is down, gold is up, BTC nukes. S&P 500 is up, gold is up, Bitcoin stabilizes. I feel like no matter what happens, crypto is just going to keep on nuking. Whatever, no matter what happens to Bitcoin, Bitcoin is just going to keep on nuking, which is sad, which is very fucking sad. Watching you from the gym, my man. Come over after. Um S like guys, the freaking XRP is down freaking 18% of today. The total market cap is sitting at 2.24 trillion. I mean, the all-time high total market cap. Look at this. All-time high total market cap was sitting at 4. We're talking about trillions of dollars being vanished in 4 months. Disgusting. Disgusting. Is this like the biggest daily candle Bitcoin has had, by the way? Like in a long time, I'm saying. When was the last time Bitcoin had a 10% daily candle? This right here was 7.29. Maybe right here. Someone help me out. When was the last time Bitcoin had a 10% daily candle? The last time BTC had a 10% daily candle was right here. It was actually right here. And this marked the bottom. It was 48,000 before Bitcoin made an all-time high. Let's see how low Bitcoin went. It went all the way. Wow, it was a 15 fucking percent low. Ooh, so Bitcoin could keep on dumping, in my opinion. Ooh, that's dirty. All right, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Will BTC reach 65K today? What do you guys think? How do you do a poll in this? Guys, what do you think? Is Bitcoin gonna reach $65,000 today? I mean, I don't know. For me, August, it was a downtrend on my trading. I'll move 100% can mid August. Feel like it's about to turn, then fumble. All right, so the new hour just started on BTC. Let's see if we get some sort of relief bounce right here. Like the bounces are so weak, it's disgusting, honestly. 66,089. When was the top for Bitcoin? What date was that? The top for BTC? I'm looking at my Discord. If you guys are not on my Discord, make sure you guys join my Discord. It was October, July. Guys, like whatever happened on October 10th, like I could like it wasn't in the best interest for it wasn't in the best interest for market makers to fail, by the way. Had my cigar was needed. What zone would you say we could have a little bounce on Bitcoin? Listen, I was hoping to, well, not hoping. I would assume that the bounce would have came right here at least because you have a lot of buyers at 74,000. We slipped right through that. I imagined we were supposed to have a bounce right here too at let me just draw this real quick. We're supposed to have a little bounce right here at what is it? 67,000. We slipped right through that. Um I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we could fall to 48K, but I don't know if we come down low. I mean, it for me like this like I could see on the weekly time frame maybe, but right here would have made the most sense. I mean, we did grab the liquidity right here. We're supposed to be bouncing right now. We're supposed to be bouncing back up. But we're not, unfortunately. But let's have a look right here at the RSI on the weekly time frame. This is one of the lowest the RSI has been since I believe COVID times. No, COVID time was right here, and we weren't even this low during the COVID time. Listen, this is the lowest the RSI has been since Bitcoin reached $16,000. We did print a bullish divergence right here. This was the bullish divergence we had. We had a higher high on or a higher low, sorry, on the RSI, followed by a lower low on the stock, on the not on the stock, on the regular chart. This was a textbook bullish divergence right here, which pretty much made crypto, I guess, turn this bull cycle. This was a pretty good indicator. But right now we're entering a massive oversold territory. I mean, like we Bitcoin does not come into this territory that this often. And if we have a look right here at Bitstamp, I believe I think this has the most history. We know that every time we are this low on the RSI, it I don't want to say marks the exact bottom, but it almost marks the bottom. I mean, we saw it right here. We saw it right here. We saw it right here, and of course right here. I mean, this doesn't really count, but every freaking time on the weekly time frame we came this low, and I'm talking about really freaking low. We always had a bottom, but the way crypto is trading right now and the way everything is going, it feels like just it feels like the bottom is just gonna come like way lower than that. I don't know. Listen, we do have this area right here, which is pretty important. You guys can see from the previous bull market. In my opinion, this needs to hold right here. This needs to hold on the weekly, and then the total needs to hold above this level on the weekly. If the total doesn't hold above 2.31, I think it's GG, and we're nuking. Yeah, we're nuking. I mean, there's no level of support right here. We need to see a reversal. We need to see a pump back to the upside on the total mark cap, in my opinion. And guys, in my opinion, I think that we should see a pretty aggressive rebound on the total. I don't know when it's going to happen, but if the bounce does happen, we should see it happening and coming when retesting this level at 2.9. Okay, it's not the biggest bounce. I mean, we're looking at roughly 30% rebound on the total market cap, but it should happen. And if we have a look right here, the total again, this was a nice little bullish divergence that we had before exploding to the upside. But again, being this oversold is very rare for crypto, guys. It doesn't happen a lot. It does not happen a lot. I mean, we saw right here the relief bounce was approximately 60 fucking percent, guys. The relief bounce was 60%. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna get a 60% relief bounce, but we could definitely get some sort of relief bounce. And I know I'm not supposed to be hoping, but I really hope we do get some sort of relief bounce. 60% relief bounce, 40%, 30%, doesn't matter. We are and we should be getting a relief bounce no matter what, in my honest opinion. I mean, it happens in every freaking bull cycle. Freaking shit show, guys. Listen, I think we're gonna get a bounce. I think we're gonna get a bounce right here all the way to 2 point. I don't know by when. Maybe something like that, and then we continue nuking. But this is not crazy. I mean, Bitcoin would be at like 87, $88,000. It's not a crazy bounce. I mean, it's really not a crazy bounce. But a bounce will happen in my opinion. I don't know if it's gonna happen now. I don't know if it's gonna happen over the weekend. But ultimately, we need to close the weekly above this. Cause if we don't, we're fucked. Crypto's fucked, in my opinion. Listen, the Bitcoin dominance is absolutely nuking. But the only reason why the Bitcoin dominance is nuking right now, it's not because an altcoin season is coming. It's because the value of the altcoins is so low now, so freaking low. Like altcoins are pretty much worth zero right now. So there's like no more money in altcoins. And the reason why the Bitcoin dominance is nuking is because when you have Bitcoin dumping 10% and then you have like no altcoins dumping because the value is already at zero, um, Bitcoin dominance is pretty much going to get destroyed. So, but overall, I mean, you could see ETH is getting destroyed. It's a top cryptocurrency. We got Solana, top cryptocurrency, getting destroyed. We got BNB not getting destroyed that much. XRP absolutely getting obliterated. Let's have a look right here at CoinGecko. Let's see how the top cryptocurrencies right here. By the way, for those of you guys who are new traders out here, if you deposit $20,000 on BYDFi, you could actually get a $2,000 bonus. The link will be in the description below. And the good thing about that, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Um, the good thing about this is that you don't need to use a whole $20,000. You only need to use $2,000. So you could literally ape $2,000 on 100x leverage right now, literally right now. Okay. And then you're making a bunch of money, assuming this is the bottom, right? Because in order for you to get liquidated, crypto, we need to, or Bitcoin, we need to dump like another, yeah, we need to dump to below $66,000. So I don't know. It's a pretty risk reward type of situation. If you want to sign up with BYDFi and use a $20,000 you know, you don't even need to trade with $20,000. You could literally deposit $20,000 and only trade with $2,000 with the bonus they give you, and then you could pretty much withdraw the profits that you make. That's pretty freaking good in my opinion, but who knows? I mean, maybe you want to stay with your exchange. That's okay too. Let's have a look right here. XRP. Yeah, XRP is still above the wick, which is fine. I'm in an Astor long right now, like on spot, hyper liquid as well. Two cryptos that, in my opinion, should do pretty good. Um, but yeah, I mean, until Bitcoin has a nice little bounce, I don't see anything bouncing, in my opinion. Let's open the 5 minute time frame real quick. Look at that. I mean, everything is just getting flushed out. Every single pump is just getting flushed out. Like look at that. It's just so difficult to essentially have that breakthrough on BTC. Like the bears are just bringing it down. It's so heavy. The market is so heavy right now. Like you can have like multiple candles just going up. You can't have like, even if you do have a market structure shift, like it's just the market is so heavy. Bitcoin is so heavy right now. Listen, in my opinion, I think China's doing this. Like people could say I'm wrong. Maybe I'm going crazy. I think China's doing this to essentially get back. Like I don't even know. I'm gonna pull D Mark 913 on live. All right, so Bitcoin enters a $65,000 territory. Pretty sad. Will BTC reach 65K today? 85% says yes, 15% says no. Bitcoin currently nuking right now, currently sitting at 65,863, 845, 843. This is the 5 second time frame on Bitcoin. I mean, if you have a look at the price action on BTC on the 5 seconds, I mean, you have a massive dump, elevator sideways, and then nuke again. This just has been BTC, honestly. That's been BTC this whole fucking time. Like nukes after nukes after nukes after nukes after nukes. It's crazy. I'm shocked myself, guys. Don't think that this is new to me. This is don't think that this is regular. I'm very shocked myself. So Bitcoin is down 10%, guys. Bitcoin's down 10%. Let me pull the D mark. I said I was gonna pull the D mark. I'm a little bit delayed on that. I'm sorry. Here, let's pull it up right now. Oh, we have a new count number 9 with a dot. So according to this indicator, when you have a dot, that's usually a strong buy signal. But again, these technical indicators, I guess, don't mean much, which is a little bit sad. Like, look at the stock RSI, man. How does the stock RSI have the audacity to essentially explode when we're going down? This calculation makes absolutely no sense, in my opinion. It makes no fucking sense. Wow. Wow. Holy shit, man. This is crazy, man. I don't even know. You know what's funny? I shorted at 97K, got stop loss at 98K. I told myself I would short this shit till 84K. Fucking brutal, man. Shit is going to zero by tonight at this rate. I told you guys. I fucking told you guys, man. I mean, it's just nonstop. Like, the 5-second price action is just disgusting. Like, I don't know. I think we're going to 50K, guys. Let's see the liquidations right here. Do we have over billions liquidated? Yeah, we have 1.25 billion dollar liquidations. That's insane. It's like it became a regular thing now. No fucking bounce whatsoever, fam. No bounce. It's ugly. This shit is crazy, honestly. 1 second. Let me check my phone. It's crazy that even on such low, like on spot, like we're getting destroyed. It's insane. Like guys, you don't even need like in my opinion, look at that. Bitcoin just nuked again. You see that shit? Why? Because the S&P 500 is nuking, guys. The S&P 500 is nuking. If there is no rebound on the S&P 500, there's not going to be a fucking rebound on Bitcoin. Guys, like if there's not a bounce on the S&P 500 or at least a consolidation, Bitcoin is just never going to bounce. Like people think that Bitcoin is just going to keep on bouncing and the bottom is in and this and that. When you have the S&P 500 looking like this, it hasn't even had a correction. There's not going to be a fucking bounce on Bitcoin. It's non-existent. It's literally non-existent. Like everyone wants the Bitcoin bounce. I want the Bitcoin bounce. But if the S&P 500 is going to keep on fucking nuking, it's just never going to come. It's like it's not going to come, guys. It's not going to come. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I listen, maybe someone can explain this to me, but I truly have no idea why crypto is dumping when stocks are dumping. I don't know why. Like for me, it's something that it just doesn't make sense for me. It's something that truly does not make sense for me. Maybe someone knows like why, but for me it doesn't make much sense. Like I have no idea why we're nuking when the stocks are nuking. For me, it just doesn't make sense. Guys, it really does not make sense for me. Like I don't understand the situation. I don't know why it's like that. All we need is a bounce. All we need is a bounce on Bitcoin. 2, 3%, something. But if the S&P is going to keep on nuking like that, you could say bye-bye to your bounce. It's just not going to happen. It's literally not happening. You know what I'm saying? I may or may not have just taken along our BTC. I may or may not have. What do you mean you may or may not just have taken along on BTC? What is that supposed to mean? You either took along or you didn't take along. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean this is techno? What do you mean this is tech long? What is that supposed to mean? I don't know what a tech long is. I went long just a scalp, hedge for my short. Technical bounce? Listen, I don't know. I don't believe in technical analysis, really. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is a T. I don't know. All I know is that if we do close below though this area, we're fucked. This is all I can tell you on the total. Hype is looking good. You want to be longing coins that are strong. You don't want to be longing coins that are weak. You want to be longing coins that are strong. This is hype. I think hype can easily reach $50. Could be completely wrong, but I think hype does have a. I think hype could run. Could be wrong, guys. But if we see the bounce on Bitcoin, I think hype is going even higher than $50, like 90, something like that. Yeah, 54% pump. Are you kidding me? That's so doable on hype. And 65. I mean, yeah. I would long strong coins, guys. I would not long weak coins. Like I just would not long weak coins. You're just gonna get cooked like that, in my opinion. We will see it where we are in an hour. I've been waiting to go long on hype, just haven't been able to get an entry. Listen, hype. If Bitcoin consolidates right now, by the way, hype is literally at probably all time high. We're probably sitting at like $80. But the problem is that Bitcoin keeps on nuking, so it's becoming a little bit problematic. But listen, hype is looking good. I mean, look at that. We keep on making higher highs right here on the chart. We got a higher high right here, another higher high right here. We have a nice little consolidation, bull flag. We had a bull flag right here, exploded. Like hype is looking good. It's a good coin to long. Why do I think it's China? It's pretty obvious. I'm not racist to China or anything like that. But come on, man, it's pretty obvious. I mean, China's trying to get back. Oh wow, we had a nice little pump on hype right here, like a few minutes ago. I didn't even realize. Oh shit, pump. What the fuck? We pumped all. What the hell? We pumped all the way to 34.45. We pumped 5 fucking% a few seconds ago. I'm shocked. Why do I think it's China? It's pretty obvious that it's China. China's doing this to get back at Trump. China knows that a lot of Americans are holding I mean, China knows a lot of Americans are holding Bitcoin, and China's like, you know what, Trump, you want to fuck with my tariffs, you want to fuck with my money, I'm gonna sell a bunch of Bitcoins. I'm gonna bring Bitcoin down to zero. This is what I think is happening. Um, China doesn't like when you fuck with their people and their businesses and stuff like that. And when you're putting big tariffs on China, it's really hurting them hard, like very very fucking hard. So I think that's what's happening. Listen, if the bottom, let's assume that the bottom of Bitcoin is here. Okay, let's just assume. I'm not saying it is. Let's just assume. I'm gonna go long on hype right here. Okay, I'm long on XRP. I don't know why I'm literally longing shit coins. Okay, I'm gonna go long on hype right here. Okay, on leverage. I don't want to touch the leverage account. Um, but let's go. Let's do a 5x long on let's do a 5x long on hype right here. Hype looks good. I like hype. This is the 5 minutes on hype, 15 minutes. Uh, let's have a look on the 15 minutes real quick on the time frame, 15-minute time frame. Maybe we do have a 50% Fibonacci retracement level. Um, I mean, I don't know if you're gonna count this wick or not, but yeah, I don't even know if this wick is valid because it was such a fucking quick wick. But I mean, you're looking at hype right here. I mean, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. I think we even had a bullish divergence right here. If we have a look, relative strength. Yeah, we have a bullish divergence on hype as well. I mean, you don't like Bitcoin. I don't know if you should trade Bitcoin. Bitcoin, like, I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Wait, let's do hype USDT.p. Let's pull this market up right here. Yeah. Does China realize though that people could just profit from the shorts though they're entirely steal China's money from the no, because if you have a look at funding rates, for example, funding rates are still positive. They're still positive, or maybe they're negative. Well, overall funding rates, if we have a look right here at is hype, yeah, hypes. I don't want to look at hype's funding rates. Let's have a look at BTC real quick. Okay, they're negative. So maybe we might see a bounce because funding rates are negative. Maybe we might see a bounce because the fundings are negative. Can you guys still see this, by the way? Can you guys, I don't know, did the stream stop? I don't know if the stream stopped. No, liquidation heat map is bullshit. In my opinion, in my personal opinion, liquidation heat map is fucking bullshit, if you guys want me to be honest with you. It doesn't work. How many times did people say, oh, we have to go back to 90,000 and grab liquidity and it nukes? We have to go back to 85K and grab liquidity and it nukes. We have to go back to this and grab liquidity and it nukes. I mean, we've just heard it so many fucking times. We have to go back. We have to go back. We have to go back, and it just doesn't work. I mean, China's just in control of this, and as long as China's in control of this, crypto is just going to keep on nuking. I mean, if we have a look right here at the liquidation heat map, I mean, there's literally no fucking liquidity to be grabbed. There's literally no fucking liquidity to be grabbed. Like it's just there's no liquidity to be grabbed. Like everyone is saying, like, look how much liquidity they're leaving behind. They're leaving billions and billions up there, yet it's not pumping. There is zero liquidity to be grabbed, guys. Like you're gonna go down and grab $100 worth of liquidity? Come on, like I don't believe in this whole fucking liquidity bullshit right here. Like I know a lot of people like this liquidity is just another. It's another support resistance. That's it. This liquidity heat map, it's another word for support resistance. Look, S&P came down right here. You want to look at clean charts. Clean charts is probably the best. RSI is bullshit also. Maybe if you're using for divergences, etc., stuff like that. But overall, it's pretty bullshit. Wow, hype is really nuking right now, actually. Listen, how much are we down on our trade? 322? Wow. Wow. Hype is like, this is a strong token that doesn't dump like that. Especially when Bitcoin is kind of reversing right now. Very interesting. Holy shit, XRP. God Lord, man. XRP. Fuck. Is this a low right here? Yeah, we did make a low on XRP. That's insane. That's crazy. Oh, we fell below this zone. That's unfortunate. It's crazy that I'm getting like I bought a few spot bags and I'm just getting destroyed on spot. Why wouldn't China just push BTC up and just make money instead of trying to get back on somebody? Because China doesn't give a shit about that. They're already rich. They don't care about Bitcoin. They know a lot of Americans are holding Bitcoin. And they know Eric Trump is holding Bitcoin. And they know Michael Saylor's holding Bitcoin. And they know Tom Lee's holding Ethereum. They know all these big American investors are holding crypto. So for them, it's not in their best interest to essentially make money. Like China doesn't give a shit about making money. Like it's a $2 trillion ad. Like Bitcoin, not even. Like what's the market cap of Bitcoin now? Like under a trillion now? Yeah, it's 1.3 trillion. For them, that's peanuts. You know, China's rich as fuck. It's not a lot of money. You know, for China, that's not a lot of money if you want me to be honest with you. So for them, that's like it's like literally peanuts for them. So they don't need China doesn't really need to be they don't need to essentially make money yeah, it's great if they could make a few $1 billion, but for them, like nuking billions of dollars just for Michael Saylor to be in debt or negative is that's all they care. You know, they don't give a shit about the rest. MSTR, BTC holding. Let's have a look. Here, strategy. I think this is I think you could make me maybe see right here. Oh, here, Bitcoin purchases here. Look, they have 713,000 Bitcoin. Average cost 76 76 is their average. Um acquisition cost, I believe this is because it's M, I think this is for $54 billion. Which is a lot. It's a lot. And China, they have a shit ton of Bitcoins. They're not going to tell you how much Bitcoins they have. America also, they're not going to tell you. No one's, you know, it's like the government is maybe holding like 140,000 Bitcoins, but that's not a lot. So China has a shit ton of Bitcoins. All these Chinese investors have a shit ton of Bitcoins, and they're just going to keep on nuking it. You know, they're going to keep on nuking it and nuking it and nuking it until it's pretty much at like 30K, until Saylor can't buy anymore, until Tom Lee can't buy anymore. Or maybe they're trying to force them to sell so they could buy. But Trump can easily fix this, by the way. Assumption BC price 65,734, BC volatility 45%, ARR 30%. By the way, something that I want to show you guys. Let me show you guys this real quick for those of you guys who are here. The US inflation dollar calculator, okay? Let's do 2022, okay, to 2025. Now we're looking at Michael Saylor, okay? He bought Bitcoin purchases. His average is 76,052, okay? 76,052. That's his average. Let's calculate this. Because of inflation going up, his average is probably sitting at 83,633. which is fucking insane. It's fucking insane, guys. Micro strategies freaking average is sitting at 83,000 because since 2022 to 2025, we had a 10% inflation. Okay, even if you do 2023, that's still an $80,000. So he's so yeah, he might be down a shit ton per Bitcoin. He might be down. His average is sitting at 76,052, right? 76,052. That's his average price. Let's do a calculator right here. Let's pull the calculator. Bitcoin. Let's do 76,000, which is wow. 76,000 is right here. All right. Now let's calculate this shit real quick. All right. He's down 13%. Add inflation on top of that, assuming, okay, assuming he bought in 2023. 13 plus 5.7, you're looking at roughly 15, 16, 17, 18%. He's down 18% on his Bitcoin purchase. Now let's see when the first time MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin. It was 2020. The first time MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin was 2020, and we're talking about big purchases, right? We're talking right here 250 million, 175 million, 1 billion, right? 2020. So if you actually do the calculation from 2020, Michael Saylor actually bought Bitcoin at 94,603 because the purchasing power of the dollar has lost 24.4%. Okay. So he's actually down just on inflation alone, 24%. Michael Saylor is down 24% just on inflation alone. Now add another 13% on top of that. Do you guys understand how crazy and nuts this is? I don't think people understand how crazy this is. And this thing keeps on dumping, so it's very possible he'll be down even more. You know, it's very possible he'll be down way more than that. You know, if Bitcoin doesn't rebound right here, he's just gonna get on like destroyed. But again, elevator down, stairs sideways, elevator down. Elevator down, stairs up, elevator down, stairs up, elevator down, stairs up. I could do this all day, guys. Until we have a V recovery shape, this is when the real bounce is going to be. We need to see a strong uptrend. And I'm talking about like this, literally like that. If we don't have something like that, we're just going to keep on having like, we can't have this. We can't have this shit where we have the stairs up. We need to see a strong uptrend. $71,000 in the next 2 days. Something like that. Or if we go to 62, $69,000 in the next 2 days. This is what we need to see. But again, S&P 500 nuking, S&P 500 nuking. Death spiral for the S&P 500. We have these nice little uptrend. Bitcoin stabilizes. Remember in the tweet I said, Bitcoin goes, S&P 500 goes up, Bitcoin stabilizes. S&P 500 goes down, Bitcoin nukes. What do you think about that? Why do I think about what? Why do I think about MicroStrategy Saylor? Michael Saylor's is holding. Why do you think about that above? Above what? I'm confused. Above what? Let me see. What do you think about BTC supply dynamic chart? Long-term holders are picking up back again. Long-term holders could be picking up back again. That doesn't stop from China keep on dumping. It just doesn't stop China keep on dumping because you have a bunch of holders. You know, MSTR is going to keep buying crypto. Tom Lee's going to keep on buying crypto. Eric Trump is going to keep on buying crypto. That doesn't stop from China from borrowing more and shorting the market across multiple exchanges. It doesn't stop them from doing that. Look, again, guys, as long as the stocks keep on falling, crypto is just never going to see a bounce. It's not happening. Crypto will not see a bounce until we see, look at that. Stocks are fucking getting destroyed right now. They're getting absolutely obliterated. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is nothing. I mean, stocks are only down 0.71%." Guys, we're talking about trillions of dollars. We're not talking about a $2 trillion market cap. We're talking about trillions of dollars outflow of the stock market. We're not talking about $50 billion outflow. We're talking about way more than that. If Trump drops the tariffs, I believe that we will bounce hard. Yes, and we might even make an all-time high. I actually do think that. Yes, if Trump drops the tariffs. But here's the thing. The thing is that the stocks might not really matter. The stocks might keep on nuking, but I think that crypto is gonna pump. Yes. If Trump drops the tariffs, crypto is gonna pump. Again, correlation. Bitcoin's going up a little bit. Again, rejection, rejection. No strong bounce. No strong bounce. Look at that. Red. We have a few green candles, bang. All-time low again in the last 2 years. Few green candles, all-time low. Few green candles, all-time low. We need to see a strong bounce. Until I see a strong bounce, I know a lot of you guys are scared to miss a strong bounce. That's the problem in crypto. That's why I tell you guys to hold spot. I tell a lot of you guys, hold spot, don't hold this, don't hold that, just hold spot. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Hold spot, hold spot, hold spot. I tell you guys, why do I tell you guys to hold spot? Because even if you're on 1x, by the way, even if you're on 1x, be exposed a little bit. Start buying now a little bit on 1x, on futures, whatever. Because as soon as we see the bounce, we're gonna get a pullback and then we're gonna send. This is how the reversal is gonna happen. It's not gonna be a reversal all the way to 126K. I'm not saying this whatsoever. It's going to be a reversal to maybe 84K, right? But that's still a lot of money to be made. But we need to see a strong aggressive bounce. And of course, stocks need to stop nuking, because if stocks don't stop nuking, we're fucked. So like what you could do is you could slowly be exposed, you could slowly be exposed to crypto on 1x. And then as soon as the bounce happens, we go up. But listen, Bitcoin does want it. It needs a rebound. We want the rebound, honestly. But I don't know when it's gonna happen. I truly don't know when it's gonna happen. But look at that. Look at that. You see? If you're on 1x right here and we see, like, let's say 66,000, that's gonna be very good. You know what I'm saying? You see, we need multiple candles like that. We need at least a 3-4% pullback, like in the next 3 minutes. You know, this is when you're gonna see the bounce. And then we do something like that and pull back. Like this is we don't want to see this on the 1 minute. You see, you don't want to see that. This is not good. Yeah, this is not good. This is just like, again, stock market being in charge. Stock market pulls a little bit, Bitcoin, it's just not looking good. We need to see multiple candles like that, like straight, not like that. We don't want to see this. This is bad. This is just another stairs and then nuke. Why did he even put them in the first place, just to fuck around? Why did Trump even fuck around? I don't get it. Trump decided to put tariffs on China because he wants to make America great again. He wants all the manufacturing to be done in America. He wants more jobs to essentially be in America. He doesn't want He thinks China is rich enough and they don't need more money. And he's like, you know what? We're gonna make America great again. We're gonna bring jobs to America. Because what happens essentially when you're doing everything, you're outsourcing everything, right? When you're outsourcing everything, you're not bringing jobs into the United States. You're pretty much you're just not bringing jobs in the US. So anyways, what we're seeing here is we don't really want to see this. We need to see a strong pump, and I'm not convinced yet to essentially start using leverage. But the problem is that it triggers relationship, and then he gets fucked either way. Yeah, Trump doesn't give a fuck about that. He cares more about making America great again. He doesn't really give a fuck about that. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. I used to be very pro Trump. I used to be very, 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 very pro Trump. But as soon as he starts to fuck with my money, that's when things get a little bit complicated. We need to see something stronger than this, guys. We need to see at least if we're able to break this right here, 66,510, then I could say that we do have a market structure shift on the 1 minute time frame. But that's not convincing enough. To have a market structure shift on the 1 minute time frame is not convincing enough. I would like to see a 5 minute market structure shift, which would be probably right here. Nice little V recovery shape. Get back at the pullback and then explode. But this is definitely not convincing enough. I would like to see a better market structure shift than on the 1 minute time frame. We need to see a massive pump right here. Like the last 3 minutes of this hourly candle, we need to see a massive pump, and then we could start thinking about opening some longs. But I don't know. Let's see. But the problem is that it triggers. Yeah, it does trigger relationship. But again, Trump doesn't give a fuck about that. Let's see the hype right here. What's going on? We're up 2.4% on our hype trade. Nothing too crazy. Bitcoin 66,310. Oh, retaliation. But the problem is that oh yeah, yeah. But Trump, yeah. I mean, even that, even he doesn't even care about retaliation either. He doesn't give a fuck. Trump doesn't give a shit about that. He doesn't. I don't think he understands how bad he's fucking up because right now, I'm telling you right now, if Trump comes out with a statement and says we will remove tariffs on China, crypto's going up. But let me tell you something. Let me show you guys something. Okay, let's have a look right here at Bitcoin on the on the daily time frame. Okay, what happened right here? For those of you guys who don't know what happened right here, Bitcoin was consolidating. Everything was okay. Everything was okay, right? I'm not saying that the bull market was back, but we were consolidating nicely right here on the daily time frame. Everything was okay. And then what happened? China, Canada meets up. Okay, they meet up during a meeting. Everything went fine. Carney said, "Yeah, we had a great meeting we had a great meeting with China, and we wanted to do a trade deal." Okay, so pretty much China and let me put my mic higher real quick. So pretty much China and Canada are getting ready for a trade deal. Everything's fine, everything's lit. And what happens? What does Trump say? Canada, Carney, Mr. Carney, President Carney, if you do a trade deal with China, I will tariff Canada 100%. This is literally in two words, in two fucking words. This is what Trump said to Carney. Okay? So what did Carney do? All right, Trump, we're not gonna do anything. I promise you, we're not gonna do a trade deal with China. And then what happens? The massive nuke happened. China's like, fuck you guys. In two words, that's what China did. China sold. So we saw the massive liquidation event back on October 10th. Okay, and we're seeing a massive liquidation event happening right now from China. Listen, everything could have gone well, but China's threatening relationship with not only his country, but he's threatening relationship with other countries. He's getting involved with other countries when he shouldn't be getting involved with other countries. Let's see how the hourly ended. Hourly ended like shit. I'm not gonna lie. We do have a nice little doji, but in my opinion, this is a shit hourly candle. We need to see the 1 minute keep on pumping. We need to see a market structure shift right here. We need to see this keep on climbing. 30 minutes later, we are getting a bounce. Um, I mean, this is not really a bounce, bro. You're digital, right? Uh, like listen, 1.5%. It's cute, but it's not a bounce. I mean, we need to see like this is like I said, I said, I mean, for those of you guys who were on this live, I said that we need to see Bitcoin going up like that. We can't see something like that. This is not good. This is not good. It's just not good. If we see Bitcoin going like that, I mean, it's just getting ready for another bounce, for another nuke, in my opinion. This is what I think. And also, stocks can nuke. Stocks cannot nuke because at the end of the day, whatever BTC does, that's what stocks are gonna do. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever stocks do, that's what BTC is gonna do. And look at that, the stocks are pulling back a little bit. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's pulling back again. Um, so yeah, I mean, stocks cannot be nuking every 2 seconds. Like, it's just not gonna help Bitcoin, and it's definitely not gonna help altcoins right here. It's just not. I'm probably a negative on my entry right here on this, up 1.75%. But yeah, look at that. You see what I'm saying? Like the correlation between the stock market and Bitcoin is super strong, and in my opinion, it needs to end. Otherwise, Bitcoin's fucked. I mean, let's just have a look at this S&P 500 real quick and see what happens. Um, it could push. It could definitely push if stocks calm down. I agree. I agree that Bitcoin could push if stocks calm down, or if the S&P, if the S&P like goes up like that, then yes, we could definitely see it go up. But I don't know. Like, look at the candles that Bitcoin is like. Look at that. It just doesn't even make sense. Like, we see a nuke. S&P is retracing a little bit. What's going on with Bitcoin? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And this is what I was talking about on my tweet. If we go back to my tweet, I literally said it like, no matter what they do, it's just gonna be a disaster. S&P 500 goes up, Bitcoin stabilizes, gold and silver goes down, Bitcoin nukes, dollar goes down, Bitcoin stabilizes, S&P 500 goes up, gold is down, S&P 500 is down, gold, like Bitcoin nukes. Like, we can't be seeing this. Um, we need to see a stronger pump though. And it can rely on the S&P 500. Just because the S&P 500 is pumping, Bitcoin doesn't need to be pumping. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we getting rejected on the 1 minute time frame? Like, this shit makes no sense to me. It's so fucking retarded. Excuse my French, but that's an ugly candle. I mean, the 5 minutes is looking fine, but I would like the 5 minutes. We need to see bigger candles. If we want to see a reversal, we need to see it. Like, I know a lot of people are going to open the 5 minute time frame and be like, okay, this is a breakout, but like, this doesn't really work. China should take out some shorts. Honestly, China's not shorting. China is selling. They're borrowing money and selling without using leverage. They're actually their strategy is very different. They're not gonna risk. They're not gonna risk like shorting the market to get liquidated. They're not gonna do that. They're just gonna sell spot. Up to 74K by Sunday, maybe. I mean, we do have massive CME gaps happening. Like, this candle is not good candle. This is a start of a reversal right here. Unless we could take out this high right here, this is the start of a reversal. It's just not looking good. 84,000, I think. Let's see. Bitcoin CME1. Let's have a look on the daily real quick. Fuck me, man. This is the biggest gap ever. 81,240. Bitcoin would have to rise like what, 20%? Yeah, 20% to close the gap. Oh, actually, no, this is not the gap. The gap is right here. Sorry, because this is where BTC closed. Sorry. The gap is at 84,000 or 50. Yeah, this is where the gap is. Yeah, this is the gap right here on Bitcoin. To close it, 84,300. I mean, from here, we're looking at a oh my god, bro. 27 fucking percent. There's no way this is happening in my opinion. Wow, that is disgusting. 27%. That's disgusting. Listen, stocks once again going up. Going up. Stocks are printing nice candles. Bitcoin, they're printing pussy ass candles like little bitches, man. Like, what is this candle? What are you doing, Bitcoin? Like, what are you doing, bro? I'm not even in a long. Like, you can't even close proper candles. And again, guys, this is not what we want to see. That's why I'm telling you guys not to use leverage. We don't want to be seeing this. We don't want to see this. This is just another setup for a nuke. We need to see a strong V recovery. We need to see something like that, at least 3-4%. Also, if we pump and close the CME gap, can we go much higher once a ton of short liquids are hit? Yeah, technically we can. We 100% could technically, but I don't know. I don't think there's any like I have no idea honestly. I don't know. I don't know. There's not much liquidity to be honest. Look at that. These are ugly candles, guys, by Bitcoin. We don't want to be seeing this. Yeah, but yeah, but you really think the Chinese government cares about that? That there's so many Americans holding crypto? They don't give a fuck. They don't give two shits, honestly. If you want me to be honest with you, they don't give a fuck. Like Tom Lee's a Chinese American, and there's a like, what's his name? The guy from Hyperliquid. He's Chinese American. They don't give a shit. If you're American for them, it's like you're a traitor, you know. You're a traitor if you're American. Like why? Like did you hear that fucking Chinese investor that shorted silver? Look at that. Chinese billionaire bets $300 million on a silver collapse. Like, like, guys, these guys have so much fucking money. It's disgusting. You guys don't even know. You don't even know. I swear you don't even know how much money they like. You don't even know the amount of money they have. And I'm not even talking about the government. Also, my man, using Oprah ain't that Chinese? Is Oprah? I'm not racist against Chinese. I said that. I'm not. I don't. I like. I order from fucking Timu all the time. Like, by the way, Timu, whatever you guys could get on Amazon, it's from Timu. So you get it. Like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Timu's for fucking cheap people." Like I don't give a fuck. Like Timu's shit. Like I have a 20K bracelet right here. Like dollars, and like it's white gold, and there's like it's like a 10 karat diamond. There's 95 diamonds on it, and I still order from Timu because Timu's fucking lit, man. Why would I order like the same shit on Amazon when it's like 5 times the price, you know? And yeah, listen, is Oprah Chinese? Maybe, but I don't hate China. I don't give a fuck. Like it's just Trump did this. He like I'm not against China. Like I understand why they're doing it. You know, that doesn't mean I fucking hate them. I don't fucking hate China. You know what I'm fucking saying? I don't hate China. I don't have anything against anyone. I like everyone. You know, I like everyone. I don't hate everyone. I don't hate people. Like they're not terrorists. You know, like think about it. Trump like hurts China, right? He pretty much fucked their economy up in two ways, in two words, right? He's like fuck you guys, like all the manufacturing is going to be done in the U.S. And then China's like, all right, fuck you guys, we're going to sell Bitcoin. A lot of you guys are holding Bitcoin. Fuck you guys, we're going to nuke it. I don't hate China. You know, I love fucking AliExpress, Temu, and all that shit. I fucking love that shit. Like I don't, you know, and is Oprah really Chinese? Like I don't even know if it's Chinese. Are you sure it's Chinese? No. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah, it is Chinese, but the headquarters in Norway, Oslo. Um, it's traded on the Nasdaq. I mean, yeah, like maybe it is, but it's like whatever. It's not like again. I'm not hate. I don't hate China, guys. I'm not anti-China. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking hater. Me neither. But I really find Trump disgusting now. Trump's a piece of shit. I agree. I agree. What he doesn't understand is that he killed so many businesses by doing that because a lot of people like a lot of people order from like Temu and all that shit and like AliExpress, and when you order from that, anything that's coming from China, it's like now 100% taxed, which is pretty crazy. Let's have a look at Forex Factory though. Let's see what happened today. By the way, this is why we saw like a lot of like no matter what the good news are, interest rate cut and all that shit, even if you have good news, like I don't even know. Even if you have good news, like the crypto market has still been tanking, you know? So whether we have good news or not, crypto's going to keep on tanking. But again, guys, this is not what we want to see. Pull did age well. What do you mean pull? Jerome Powell? Pull did age. Oh, the pull. Will Bitcoin reach 65k today? We reached 65k 373, yeah. If you're talking about that pull, or I don't know if you're talking about Jerome Powell. But yeah, we need to see a fucking flying rocket in order for this to flip bullish, man. We can't have this consolidation right here. Like like this shit does not work on the 1 minute, you know? We're most likely gonna nuke down if we break out from this. It's most likely gonna be a nukery to the downside. If we have a fucking pump to the upside, like listen, on any bull market in the world, when you have this consolidation pattern, on any time frame, you go up, consolidate, you usually have a continuation to the upside. But in this shit, I don't think it's gonna happen. Look at that, this fucking resistance, man, on the 1 minute, on the one fucking minute time frame. Like we're getting rejected on this stupid ass chart. Oh my god, look at the S&P, guys. S&P is absolutely pumping 0.4%, and Bitcoin can't even explode. Again, The S&P 500 has a 1 to 10 correlation, or 1 to 9.5 correlation on stocks. Okay. So if Bitcoin right now, if the S&P 500 is going up from the bottom to the top, okay, we're looking at 0.48%. Bitcoin technically should have pumped 4.8% right now. We should have been, again, we should have been right here at $68,000 already. And I told you guys we should have been at $68,000. I said if we see a nice V recovery shape, we're supposed to see it like that. We come back, take the long, and then explode. But no, that's not what's happening right now. We need to see a strong ass motherfucking candle on the 1 minute. Mexico leaves key rates at 7%. Like, why the fuck does this matter? Um All right, let's have a look right here. President Trump speaks. President Trump speaks. That's today? Yeah, President Trump will speak. Let's see our hype long how it's doing. What the fuck happened? Why did I get logged out? Ugh. What? I just got logged out of nowhere. All right, so today's supposed to speak. Yeah, I don't know. What you think about my take? What is your take exactly? What is your take? Super, super weak bounce, fam. Very, very weak bounce. This is not the bounce we want to see. Because the second we have a bounce like this, where people think this is the bottom, this is where the bounce is just not going to happen. We need to see a strong bounce. I'm not saying 73K today, but we need to see a strong, decent bounce. Like not a bounce like that. Like this also, this is not what we want to see. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see elevator down, stairs up. We need to see a freaking elevator up. We need to see 5, 6 hourly candles to the upside, 15-minute candle to the upside, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something. Like, what do you think about what I said earlier that Trump actually seems anti-American now? I wouldn't say he's anti-American. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. But it's a little bit of a stretch to say he's anti-American. But I think he's so pro-America that it's actually hurting America more. Because you had someone like Sleepy Joe Biden not so pro, and the economy was thriving. Don't get me wrong, economy was thriving under Sleepy Joe. Um, the economy, like yeah, like maybe gas prices were super high, okay, but guess what? Gas prices are still super fucking high in LA. Like in California, gas prices are like super fucking high still. So like yeah, like they might be super low in like Nevada and like Texas and all that shit, but you go in all these like left wing Democrat states, gas prices they didn't change since fucking Biden. Maybe a little bit, like a few percent, but and like eggs, I think eggs and orange juice and all that shit has gone down, but again, this is like inflation is still there, guys. Inflation is still here. I mean, 2025, like yeah, maybe we're not super high. Well, not 2020. Well, actually, it's 2026. 1000. Maybe it's not updated yet. Like we're like yeah, like inflation came down a little bit, but like if inflation is down, why isn't crypto pumping? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, overall, this is not what we want to see. We don't want to see this. This is just a preparation for another nuke, in my opinion. It's like a Bart Simpson bang. I always felt like crypto pumps when inflation is elevated. Yes, because technically it's a hedge against inflation, but inflation is not really like true inflation. Like this data right here. Where is it? Oh, I need to pay for this? Say what? What is the trueflation right here? Trueflation says that, the inflation is like super super low, like under like 2%, under 1%. I don't know how true this is. I don't even know why I can't see it. Inflation calculator. I have to fucking log in for this shit. I don't want to. I don't even have an account. I don't want to log in. Oh my god. Look at that. Again, preparing for the nuke. Yep, there it is. Stairs up, elevator sideways, nuke, Bart Simpson pattern. It sucks because Bart Simpson only works like this. Look at that. This is just ugly. This is not what we wanted to see. I told you guys that right here. Okay, I told you guys that we need to have a strong bounce to the upside. We don't want to see this. I told you guys we don't want to see that, and that's exactly what's happening. Why not take the short? Because it's just not worth taking a short when BTC is down 10% or even 27% in the last 4 days. It's not. It's just not worth it. I mean, what 1.8% right here? Like, yeah, you could do 10x leverage. It could go either way. Like, people are gonna be like, okay, relief rally. We go up 3, 4, 5%. You get liquidated on a 8.5, 9% pump. I don't want a short. I want confirmation. Right now, we don't have confirmation, so there's no point of shorting. Let's see hype. Hype was looking good. Bitcoin was going up a little bit. Hype was, and then of course Bitcoin nukes, hype nukes. What can you do? Honestly, you can't really do anything about it. S&P 500. Look at that. It fucking recovered. It fucking recovered that 1 minute bounce we had. We had the proper breakout. We had the proper breakout. Bang. Like, listen, you take that long on S&P 500, 0.6%. We have a correlation of 0.6 of 10x. Like, Bitcoin should have pumped 6%. We should have Bitcoin according to how the S&P 500 is reacting right now. Bitcoin should have been. I'm not even kidding, guys. I'm legit not kidding. It should have been at least. People could say I'm exaggerating all you fucking want. We should have been at least $69,000 right now. At least $69,000. At least. Listen, maybe we make a higher high right here. Okay, maybe the best case scenario, we have another high right here, fake out, and then we explode. But again, if we have a consolidation like this on the 5 minutes, this is bad. Okay, let's have a look right here at some of the stocks, some of the RSIs right here. No divergences, nothing. Literally no divergences. We need to see a parabolic move for Bitcoin. Look at the S&P again, parabolic. And why is it that the S&P is pulling back now? Bitcoin is fucking nuking. Do you understand the correlation that's happening right now? S&P is nuking right now. Like, this was the top. Yet Bitcoin is fucking nuking. Like, you see, this is the issue, is that by the time the S&P comes down, you know, to $6,800, which is approximately a 0.4%. Bitcoin is probably going to be down 14% of the day. So Bitcoin right now, you guys can see on the top right of my screen, Bitcoin is down 10.2%. Bitcoin is probably going to go down another 4%. We're probably going to go down. Let's see. We're probably going to go down 63K. Do you understand what I'm saying? It literally, this market does not make any fucking sense. Oh, I agree with you 100%. Bitcoin should have been well over $150,000 if Trump wasn't president. If Trump does not put the tariffs on Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin is going high. Yeah. If Trump does not put the tariffs on China, Bitcoin is at 170K today. And I stand by that. Let me order some fucking food 1 second. Gonna pause this. Fuck am I? Fucking A. 1 second, fam. Oh my lord. Okay, 1 second, 1 second. I need to do this real quick. Guys, should I go live more often? What do you guys think? Let me know if I should do these lives more often. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back on the. I'm gonna come back real quick. I'm just using my. All right, let me come back. Let me resume this. Should I do these lives more often? Yeah, I think I'm gonna come. I'm gonna order me an egg roll, man. Mallow M4S. Yo, are you in my Discord? Ja NBGL. Are you in my are you guys in my Discord, by the way? Oh no, I ran out of fluid. Oh fuck. Which one was really good? Are you talking about the live was really good? One sec. All right. In my opinion, you should always start your live with your cigar puff. It makes viewers relaxed. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, join my Discord. I mean, I'm very, very active on Discord. For those of you guys who don't know, I mean, like I think I should definitely stream. It's more fun to talk to you guys like that. I don't have much friends. All my friends fucked me over with money. I do have friends, obviously, but a lot of them I got fucked by a lot of them, so I don't really trust people that much. But yeah, maybe I'll start my lives with cigars. Why not? Cigar and live. Dose cigar. Did we get a 50% retrace right here? I mean, we're way below the 50% right here. Yeah, we're way below the 50%. What's common in Vegas? I'm not I'm not in Vegas anymore. I'm in Europe. I'm in Europe right now. I've been in Europe actually for some time. For a long time actually. Greece, Cyprus, Paris. All right, so the S&P 5, oh my goodness. Oh my god, the S&P 500 is nuking right now. I think the market is supposed to close fairly soon. Come to the Netherlands so we could close a green cigar. Wait, and Jor Holder, what's your name on Discord? I've been to Amsterdam multiple times and I do want to go back. I do want to go back. I do want to go back. I would love to go back. I went to the cafe shop near, I mean there's so many coffee shops over there. I don't even know. But they pretty much told me I couldn't smoke like a cigar there. They said only weed, which was pretty fucking funny. They're like, no cigars, no tobacco allowed, only weed. I was like, oh, because I was like with my friends. And well, my friend at the time actually before he fucked me over. And I was gonna whip a cigar out and they told me no. Which was pretty fucking funny, but it is what it is. What do you think about Switzerland and Germany? I've been to Munich before. I've been to Berlin. I've been to Switzerland a long time ago. Um, yeah, it's nice. I love Switzerland. I love, Munich was okay. It's cute. Very relaxing. It's nice to walk around in the summer, but yeah, I love Europe, honestly. My headquarter right now in Europe is Paris. It's nice. I mean, I'm French from my dad, so I'm able to like live there. Bro, it's much more fun. Talk about shit and then get some trading info, but keep switching all the time. It's actually a good time. Like, stay engaged with your viewers. Also, talk about the market. It's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that. Obviously, I used to go live a lot. I would love to go to Switzerland and see the mountains. You should. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe I will. I mean, listen, I used to go live every day back in August. When I flipped the 10K to 1.4 million. I don't know if you guys saw the challenge, but let's have a look on YouTube. Maybe we could find it. I used to go live a lot, guys. We used to fucking cook on these lives, and then I don't even know what happened, but where was the challenge? 10,000 to $1 million right here. This was a challenge. Can it happen? And if we go back at some of the lives back in, wow, 5 months ago, was it? Yeah, like right here, we were absolutely cooking. Like, I think we were actually. Let's see. No, doesn't show any BYD fi here. Yeah, of course it's possible. Anything's possible. Look at that. I mean, these were massive fucking longs right here that I used to take. Like, look at these positions, guys, right here. Like, this was live right here that I used to do. Um, my total account was this at one point. I think it was even higher, 1.5. We were absolutely cooking, and I did all this shit on live. Like, you could literally go back to my first live. Uh, where was my, like, one of my first lives right here? But yeah, listen, it was a good time. It was a good run. Listen, it was a fucking good run. I lost a lot of it, I'm not gonna lie. After, the 10-10 crash like really destroyed me. Um yeah, I mean, I got, guys, I got absolutely cooked on the 10-10 crash. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I remember those used to go live a lot, then not so much. Yeah, after the 10-10 crash, I got really like I wouldn't say depressed, but I was like, I'm kind of done. Um it was pretty fucking sad, but it is what it is. It's hard to, you really have to put emotions to the side. And a lot of these influencers are not going to show you these fucking, they're not going to show you losses. Like, I've showed you guys my losses on my Discord, like all the losses. Why didn't you feel satisfied with the mill, mate? Um, that's a good question. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I really don't know why I didn't feel satisfied. I really cannot answer that. Um, but I think if I had like 2 mil, I think I would stop trading. Yeah, it's hard to talk about it. Those, are you looking to add any spot bags once you think BTC has bottomed? I do have spot. I have spot on Hyperliquid right now. I'm holding spot on Monad. Why is it off my watch list? That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, Monad has been holding pretty well on the daily. I mean, if you have a look at this, like, it's holding okay. It's not breaking this level right here. We did explode yesterday, 12.5%. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But Bitcoin, I would like to see a nice little rebound on BTC right here, honestly. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Don't worry, I only round tripped 100K spot bags 2x in 2 years. What do you mean 100K? Like, did you make profit on the 100K? What do you mean? How much like did you put in? Guys, you know what the worst thing is? The worst thing about all this is that I had a massive short at $97,000. And I told myself, okay, it was like a 50x short, by the way. It was a 50x short worth. It was 45,000 times 50 or 50 times 50. Um, what is it? 2.5 million or 25 million? 50 times 50,000. Yeah, it was a 2.5 million. It was a 2.5 million position at 97,000. Okay. Did we hit 98K right here? Listen, we hit right here 97, 930, 932. I got stopped. I don't know how. I don't know how I got stopped. Maybe we peaked in some exchanges like a little bit higher by like $30, which happens. But 97K guys, which was right here. I had the short open. My goal, by the way, was to exit at 84K on 50x. 84K is approximately right here. That's 13%. Okay, so if you do 13% of 2.5 mil, I mean that's money right here. You know what I'm saying? 13.5%. Let's do the math real quick. It's over $250,000, right? It's $337,000. Guys, do you know what 337K is? It is what it is, though. I can't really I can't do anything about it. All right, guys, the cigar's done. Maybe one more puff. Yeah, it's done. It's done. It is what it is. So this is Bitcoin once again, guys. This is not what we want to see. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see this. Like I know a lot of people are waiting for an entry, but like maybe if you got in right here on 50x, like yeah, you're up a little bit, you know, 0.8%, but this is not what we need. We need to see a strong move. Like the 1 minute candle should be like this, multiple of them. Okay, so the S&P fully round trip that pump. That's why Bitcoin's acting the way it is. Let's see when the stock market closes, honestly. That could help a lot. Daily stock market's closing in an hour and 16 minutes, so that's a little bit annoying. Hype also, like Hype is doing the same thing as BTC, like nice little Bart Simpson. We have a look right here, 1 minute. We had the Bart Simpson right here. Hype took a little bit longer to activate the Bart Simpson, but it happened in the end. I turned 12K to 100 into 100K twice, once with Trump and once with BNB memes. Lost majority of it on both times. Tencent crash nuked my spot holdings to 20K nearly. Wow, that's crazy. That's insane. That's actually crazy. If I were whoever has like 20K in here and you want to risk like $2,000 on 100x leverage, what I would do is this is what I would do. I would sign up with BYDFi. The link's in the description below. And I know many people have done this before. They're like, yo, Dose, thank you for this. Like, that was so lit. Like, they pretty much deposit 20K. They got a $2,000 bonus. And back in, I think, August or September, someone flipped like the 2K bonus to like 45K. And they pretty much like just withdrew that 45K and the 2K bonus. Like, you could withdraw the profit. So obviously, can you do it with $5,000? I mean, $500 bonus? Yes, you're probably not going to make that much. But 2K is like a very fantastic amount to do it. Like, it's a pretty good amount to play with, in my opinion. 2K, you could like 30x, 40x that. Every percent that it goes up, you're making like 30%. That's like $600 on every percent, and it's not even your money. So you're not really risking anything. It's pretty lit. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, well, I don't know if in this market to do 100x, it's you're probably gonna get liquidated very, very fucking fast. But I'd probably do like a solid 30x. I mean, with 2K, right? With the 30x leverage, you're playing like that's like $60,000 you're playing with, and it's not even your money. You know what I'm saying? It's not even your money. So you're playing with 60K. That's not your money. If Bitcoin goes or any asset that you're longing on 30x leverage goes up 10%, you're making $6,000. You could literally withdraw $6,000 and start making $200, $300 a day with that. You want me to be honest though with you guys? I've used my link multiple times to get these bonuses. I've used my link. I've used this link multiple times. Like not multiple times because you could get banned, but I've used it like 2 or 3 times just to get the $2,000 bonus, and it fucking works. So, and if you guys do sign up with my link on BYDFi, the one I dropped, I could boost your level up to VIP level 3, and then you would be saving you would be saving fees. I mean, obviously, this is only for you if you guys are interested. So, VIP level 3, 4, 5, I believe you need to have like a lot of money, like a lot of like over $500,000 to be VIP level 5, and like over $100 million in volume. But I could do it for you guys for like you guys don't need to be doing that. But it would destroy my risk management rules. I mean, yeah, but it's a gamble at the end. You know, you're doing it to gamble. You're not doing it to you're not you know it's not your money. So like if you're like, okay, this is the bottom right here, you're on 30x leverage, right? And right here it goes up 2%. I mean, that's pretty decent, and you're not, again, you're not risking your money. So all right, let's see what happens here right here. Like I said, I told you guys, right? We were gonna go up. If we don't continue the uptrend very fast aggressively, and we're gonna start to chop, we're gonna make a new low, and that's exactly what happening. Someone said, "Why not take a short?" I probably could have taken a short right here at 66,140. 1%. I don't know. Is that worth it? You know what I'm saying? Is it worth it? Listen, maybe we get a bounce right here, or maybe we have a nice little divergence happening right here, where we come back down 65,044 bottom, maybe peak a little bit below, but let's see what happens here. I do have a gambling streak though. Where do you gamble? Rain bet. Wow, look at that. The Bitcoin. Holy shit. SKR is absolutely nuking. Oh my God. This was one of the bags I had too. Wow, wow, I can't believe this shit, man. Wow, that's so sad. This is one of the spot bags I hold. I spoke about SKR, guys. I spoke about SKR on my Discord. I told you guys that this was gonna be a thing that could 2x. Um, wow, guys. Wow, I don't even know what to say, man. Like I spoke about SKR right here. If you guys look at SKR, I was shilling. I was like the only one shilling SKR. Um, I said right here, send X SKR to 0.065 before 0.015, and someone here gets $500. The timeline was end of February. Okay, that was a timeline. End of February, so 1/30/26. Okay, SKR 1/30/2026. Yeah, it was right here. Okay, it was right here. So we were pumping, and I told you guys if it goes to 0.065 by the end of February. But of course, I hit my fucking stop loss right here. I got fucking stop loss right here, and then the rest is history. Obviously, it is what it is. Up 55%. And 0.065 from the bottom to the top. I mean, we're looking roughly at 318%. Looking at this chart, I think it could happen. SKR is it's a Solana fucking token, man. Wow, I'm actually fucking mad, bro. Wow, 30% spot, man. I'm not even talking about leverage. I'm talking about straight spot too. Like this is not even leverage. This is like spot. And I this is fucking annoying, man. Could have made like I could have made a good like 30, 40K. Especially while everything is nuking. Fuck me. Stuck holding this fucking hype token and Monad and all these fucking Bitcoin dumping and nuking and shitting itself. Those, what do you think about head shorting right now? What do you mean head shorting? Man, what the fuck is Hype doing? Hype is like a good crypto, should not be doing this right now. Look at that. I didn't get. Ah, God, Lord, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna exit like SKR right here because it's pissing me off. I don't even want it on my watch list anymore. Okay, so Bitcoin made a new low again. Like I said, we knew this was gonna happen. Yeah, I mean we knew this shit was gonna happen. Let's see if we can get a rebound right here, off 65, maybe 64.8. Yeah, I think we got a rebound right here. But S&P is also nuking, so it's a little bit problematic when it comes to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, fam. The reason why I said we were gonna make a new low right here is because we do have a bullish divergence. But again, this shit doesn't matter. As long as China keeps nuking crypto, it doesn't matter. You know, I don't know when they're gonna be done, what time they're gonna be done. This is fucking brutal though. Crypto though, should I buy more or sell? Um, should you buy more or sell what? And it depends if you're on leverage or not. You know, it really depends if you're on leverage, guys. You need to be more specific on what you're talking about and what you should buy more. I wouldn't buy alts if I were you. If I were you, I would not buy alts. And if you're buying alts, you should pick the strong ones. Hyperliquid, Monad, BNB maybe. Not even BNB. You should pick the strong ones though. Let's see what else is here. Wow, everything is just getting destroyed. Obliterated. Everything's down 10%. That's fucking crazy. I wouldn't buy altcoins, guys. It's not worth it if you want me to be honest with you. Like maybe Hyperliquid, if you have a look right here at the Hyperliquid daily, I mean the uptrend is strong, and Hyperliquid, the reason why I like Hyperliquid is because they have a lot of liquidity when it comes to the stock market, gold, silver, copper, commodities. Um, they're very strong when it comes to all these cryptocurrencies and commodities and stocks, and you could trade stocks on high leverage also, which is pretty fucking amazing. They're gonna have prediction markets. So like imagine poly market just on literally Hyperliquid. So, and the good thing about Hyperliquid, I don't know if you guys know this, but they burn like 80,000 tokens every day. So you could do 80,000 times, let's say 33. That's about $2 to $3 million every fucking day they're burning. So they're burning $2 to $3 million every day, and a lot of the volume is actually coming from Hyperliquid. So a lot of the liquidity that's happening right now is from Hyperliquid, believe it or not. So big traders will trade on Hyperliquid. It's a fully DEX. There's no KYC. So I don't know that I like Hyperliquid. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's going to be big. I think if there's one crypto that could essentially pump during this bear market, it's probably Hyperliquid, just because of the utility, and they're just so good. They're just so fucking good in my opinion. I mean, look how well it's holding. You got Bitcoin nuking right now, and Hyperliquid is just holding super super well. By the way, this bullish divergence, I think it's inactive. I think this bullish divergence is not valid anymore. Was that a high? Oh no, it's still valid. But again, guys, like this shit doesn't mean shit until China stops dumping. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys can see, look how many times Bitcoin tried to pump right here. Look how many times Bitcoin tried to break out. Price suppression, guys. Bitcoin price is being suppressed right now, and it's so fucking obvious. It's literally so fucking obvious that the Bitcoin price is being suppressed. Every fucking breakout, it just keeps on getting nuked and nuked and nuked. Listen, it's possible that China's going to be like, you know what? We're going to pump crypto. Fuck it. We want to make money. We want to fuck around. Let's use all these Americans as exit liquidity. It's possible that they do something like that. Guys, I'm so convinced that the Chinese government is doing this. It's so fucking funny. But it also adds up to everything. I mean, ever since October 10th, crypto has been fucking nuking. Um, let's have a look right here. S&P 500 is okay. Bitcoin. I was thinking hype Soul Link. Listen, Chainlink is dead. Chainlink is done, guys. I know you don't. I know a lot of people hate when I say this, and I used to be one of the biggest Chainlink, guys. But Chainlink, guys. I mean, this is Chainlink on the weekly, right? I don't know how high this is going or low. If Bitcoin continues to dump, Chainlink is going to sub $2. I'm probably gonna buy Chainlink at $144, $147. I'm probably gonna be buying Chainlink at $147, 142. Because if Bitcoin continues to dump, and I'm talking like 45, even 30, Chainlink 99% is losing this level right here. And this is one of the craziest consolidation on Chainlink had. I mean, we're talking about a consolidation from 2022 all the way to 2023. Yeah, 140. Yeah, 142, $1.42. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go below this level right here. But if Bitcoin goes to 45K, or even 35K, or even 50K, we're gonna have a massive flash crash on altcoins. There's no fucking doubt. There's no doubt. And AVAX the same shit, guys. If AVAX loses this level right here, this is a level. These are strong levels because these like this level right here. The reason why it's strong is because it made an all-time high. It brought AVAX all the way to $127. This right here also $9 all the way to $74. If we don't bounce off here, I mean this is done. This is done. AVAX is also going to sub $2. It's going to sub $3. It's going down. It's going to go back to this level. This is gonna be like the biggest crypto reset ever. And AVAX, I for sure thought we were gonna have the massive breakout. Altcoin season's coming, everything's happening. We're gonna have the breakout. Guess what happened? October 10th happens. Okay, look at that. Right at the resistance, October 10th happens. Bang, nuke. So AVAX also one of these cryptocurrencies that if it doesn't hold, it's done. AVAX, Chainlink, all that shit, man. XRP, I mean, look at that. XRP is probably going back down to sub $1. XRP is probably going to come back down. Wouldn't be surprised if XRP goes back down to 67 cents. Look, we took this liquidity and we keep on coming down. Solana, I have my targets for Solana already. This bear market, if Bitcoin keeps dumping, $25, $26. Solana, free fall. There's no support for Solana. Solana is entering a fucking free fall right here. It's gonna free fall. Solana's fucked. We lost one of the biggest support on Solana. You could say meme coins this, meme coins that. If Solana loses this level right here, which is a very small support level, it's cooked. It's legit cooked. Right here. Let me zoom in on this on the monthly, on the weekly on Solana. We had a rebound right here. We held a rebound right here before freaking nuking. Okay, so this is a very strong order block right here. Very, very strong. 141 was a super strong order block. And then we have another one right here, which is a pretty strong one because we took it to the all-time high to 272. Previous all-time high was 262. If Solana loses this level and we close on the weekly, we're fucked. Well, I'm not fucked because I'm not holding any Solana. It seems like an insane opportunity to buy Link at $2. Dude, if we buy Chainlink at 142, so you're saying you will buy Link at sub $2. Listen, I'm not a big Chainlink holder. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But if Bitcoin does come down that low, yes, Chainlink is gonna go to sub $2. I'm pretty fucking sure of it. We had 10x 4-hour candle on BTC is the most red. We had 10x 4-hour candles on BTC. Is this the most red 4-hour candles on BTC ever? Did we really have 10 4-hour candles on Bitcoin? Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I would probably say so. Yeah. Yeah, I would probably say that this is the most. Yeah, I would probably say that this is the most I've ever seen personally. Um, but you know what? Yeah, I mean, people say like, "Oh, it can't get any worse than that," and I feel like when it comes to Bitcoin, this shit could always fucking get worse. It could always get worse, which is sad. But it just doesn't look like a good buying unless we have a full retrace right here to 67, 68 on the 4-hour. Then I could say yes, it could be a start of a full recovery. But even that, I don't know. Listen, we did have the start of a good hourly right here, but then it was followed by an instant nuke, unfortunately. Look at the price suppression on the 1 minute, guys. Look at this. Like Bitcoin, like someone is suppressing the chart. Like Bitcoin just cannot go up. There's a massive price suppression happening right now on BTC. A massive one. Like someone bought a bunch of Bitcoins right here. I'm assuming this was like maybe like a 500,000, even a $1 million buy right here. And then bam. Like there's only one person that can fucking do this. America, it's not like the reason why, guys, I'm saying that, the reason why I'm saying that China's doing this, it's not because I hate China or I want to hate on the fucking Chinese and etc. It's not that. I'm not saying this because of that. I'm not racist. I'm saying this because they want to get back on America. They want to attack America directly. Now they're not going to attack America through fighting, through war, Cold War, and all that shit. They're gonna do it through that. Like, think about it. So many market makers failed on October 10th, and in my opinion, it's not in their best interest for American or European or anyone government to essentially fail the market makers. You know what I'm saying? It's not in their best interest for them to do that. Like, they have no interest. America has no interest for them to do that. To fail the market makers. They don't want people to lose money. Like the SEC is very strict on that shit. Like, to liquidate $20 billion is is not normal in my opinion. It's not normal. So, China for sure had a panic sell, not a panic sell, but a sell all button, and that's what's fucking happening right now. Listen, we're still in a bullish divergence right here, but again, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. I think we go down below crypto 100x easier to gain control. What do you mean crypto 100x easier to gain control off manipulate? Why wouldn't they attack the S&P 500? Because they cannot attack the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is very difficult to manipulate. Not only is it a market, has a market cap of $70 trillion, it's also not accessible. And it would require like there's KYC to be done. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of KYC that needs to be done. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Crypto is 100%, 100 times easier to control, to manipulate. Yes, exactly. But not only that, like, if right now, okay, I want to buy a big amount of stocks, okay? Yes, I could do it on Kraken, or I could do it on Solana blockchain or whatever, but the liquidity is not thick, okay? So there's not really, you can't really do manipulation on that. So I would need to go to either a bank or a broker like interactive broker like IBKR. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. And then I would essentially do it through them, right? Options, puts, calls, whatever, everything would be done through the exchange, right? But when it comes to this, right? When it comes to crypto, anyone can sign up with Hyperliquid. All you need is a VPN if you can't use it in the United States. Anyone can use Aster, okay? You could use all these fucking exchanges, okay? MEXC, KuCoin. You don't really need to do a KYC. Maybe for KuCoin you do, but all these exchanges you don't really need KYC, right? Hyperliquid completely decentralized. You don't need KYC. Aster completely decentralized. Don't need KYC. So it's very easy to transfer your bitcoins. Okay, whether you have a shit ton of Bitcoin or not, it's very easy to put on a VPN, transfer a Bitcoin to something that's like doesn't need KYC, and that they Hyperliquid does offer spot trading, and then just nuke it, nuke it, nuke it, nuke it. It's very simple to do that. You could do it with like a bunch of wallets too. So you could spread your wallets across like hundreds of wallets. People have the technology to do that, to spread wallets. To spread their money through like 200 wallets and sell through these 200 wallets. So yeah, I mean, listen, this is, again, guys, again, this is not to attack China whatsoever. I think America started this war, and that's why it's happening. Michael Saylor says he says hold. IRGC threats to Israel have begun. You don't have a lot of time. I don't know. I don't know, man. Mia Khalifa dead at 34. Is this true? U.S. Treasury says Iranian leadership is riring money out of the country like crazy. That's interesting. CZ is worse than Epstein. Epstein fucks children. CZ fucks us all. Bro, that's fucking hilarious. Do you think? Oh, you guys can't even see my fucking screen. Fuck. That's so funny. You guys can't see what I'm seeing. Wait, I need to bring this tab right here. Can you guys see this? Do you think she Trump have a angry discussion on the phone? Maybe. I'm sure they did. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But let's have a look right here. Okay, so this is what I was holding. Michael Saylor says hold. IRGC threatens to attack Israel. Um, below 50K, I join ICE. Dude, Twitter has fucking become a meme thingy. Mia Khalifa dead at 34. Current unrealized losses. Okay, me $900. Michael Saylor 3.6 billion. I think it's a little bit higher than that, by the way. With inflation, I'd probably say he's down like $6-7 billion. Tom Lee 7.4 billion. Combined, we're down $11 billion. At least I'm contributing. Dude, since when did eggs get this fucking funny, man? This is fucking hilarious. CZ is worse than Epstein. Epstein fucks children. CZ fucks all of us. Oh my god. This is what I was reading a few seconds ago. U.S. Treasury Secretary says Iranian leadership is wiring money out of the country like crazy. For the first time in 7 years, I'm depositing euro from my bank account back into crypto. It's time to buy Bitcoin. A guy with 172,000 followers says that. We saw this already. The sellers are exhausted. The sellers, yo, what the fuck, man? Dude, that's so funny. That is fucking dirty, bro. You guys know who this is, right? Bonnie Blue and whatever, Lily Phillips, I think this is. Dude, that is fucking hilarious, guys. All right, we need to laugh a little bit, right? We need to laugh a little bit. Layoffs were at the highest level in 15 years last month. Holy shit. Please forgive us, easy sir. You are not a scammer. Vitalik sprinting back to his PC to sell more Ethereum before it finally goes to zero. That's hilarious. Trump is launching in 6 hours and 55 minutes the White House. Guys, what is this? What is he launching? Guys, what the fuck is he launching? Trump RX? What is this? Oh no, don't tell me this is going to be another liquidity grabber. Guys, what is Trump RX and why are there pills everywhere? Oh my god, I could move this? Wait, what? Yo, this is so interesting. Anyways. Buying 2 million of 600,000, nothing happened. Liquidation map. This doesn't mean shit. 28 billion shorts. At what price will we be forced to sell? James Wynn with his more rugging crypto right here. Anyways. Someone asked me about LTC Litecoin. Listen, Litecoin, look at that. Look at this fucking round trip. Bitcoin can't have a proper pump without getting nuked every fucking 3 seconds. Like, why is this happening? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you have a nice little candle. Of course, China's gonna come in and be like, no, 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 not right now, not today, buddy. LTC USD, let's see. Listen, LTC USD, man, it was like, I mean, if you have a look right here at the 3-month chart, oh my god, Litecoin's a disaster, guys. We broke a pretty important support level. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna recover from this. I think Litecoin is going to $23. I think this is the max pain for Litecoin, in my opinion. I could be crazy, I could be wrong, but I think max pain for Litecoin is probably $23. It's probably this level right here. Guys, my food has arrived. I think I'm gonna get off the live. Would love to hang out with you guys more, but I need to eat. Bitcoin keeps on nuking though. Let me be back. I'll be back in a second. Oh, are we gonna? Oh, Bitcoin breaks below 65K. Nice. Let's see what I ordered. All right, we got a hamburger. We got fries. Dude, I got your egg roll here, man. I got your fucking egg rolls, bro. Little nuggets. But guys, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go eat. I guess like we're cooked. Man, this is disgusting. This dump. Holy shit, man. Guys, 64. I told you guys that we were gonna reach 64,400. People who are in this live. I told you guys that we were gonna nuke. The bottom should be here, by the way. Or at least the relief bounce. It should be here. I really think it will be. Oh my god. Look at this 3-minute candle. Holy shit. Dude, I am shocked. I'm fucking shocked right now. XRP down 21%. But I told you guys that we were gonna see this type of move right here. That if we do that and we break this level, we're most likely gonna see 64.4. We're currently sitting at 64.436 right now. Listen, let's have a look at the 4-hour. I think this could be the bottom. I really do think. I mean, there's just no way, guys. There's no way. Like, if it's not the bottom, we're going to 10K today. We're literally going to 10K today if this is not the bottom. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Oh my god. Holy shit. Bro. Bro. 63,979. This gotta be the bottom. This has to be the bottom. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm not trading. You guys see me. I'm not trading. I'm like, I have spot. I'm not trading. Hype is holding pretty fucking well. The rest is nuking. The rest is absolutely getting wrecked. The rest is absolutely getting destroyed. And I'm fucking out here eating, doing live with you guys because I want to suffer with the family, you know? I don't want to suffer alone. You guys agree with me? We shouldn't suffer alone. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. This is the 5 minutes too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not suffering. I'm looking to have having general opportunity again. Yeah, but the thing is if this is a bear market, it's gonna last like a long, not a long time, but it's gonna last some time. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is a bear market, I it could last like a few months. But fucking hype, man. Hype is holding. Like if Bitcoin fucking reverses right now, like 3-4%, hype is gonna be it's gonna explode 10-15%. Listen, guys, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna eat properly. I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna come on the live tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we have a better day. Um, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for being here. Obviously, thank you guys for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Stay safe out there. Don't go too crazy. This market's been a little bit psychotic, but don't take it. Don't take it to heart, guys. It's okay. We're gonna make money again. Peace out, fam.